The 1990s produced some iconic films, and with them came a host of memorable villains that sent chills down our spines. From psychological tormentors to supernatural fiends, these characters left a lasting impact on audiences. Here's a look at the top 10 villains from 90s movies that actually scared us. 1. Freddy Krueger, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, 1997. Freddy Krueger, portrayed by Robert Englund, is a nightmare-inducing villain who haunts the dreams of his victims. With his razor-sharp glove and twisted sense of humor, Freddy's ability to invade dreams made him one of the most terrifying figures of the decade. His iconic catchphrase, "Welcome to my world," sent shivers down the spine of every viewer. 2. Pennywise the Clown, It, 1990. Based on Stephen King's novel, Pennywise, played by Tim Curry, became a cultural phenomenon. With his eerie smile and playful demeanor, Pennywise lured children into his deadly trap. The image of a clown with sharp teeth lurking in the sewers was enough to terrify a generation, solidifying Pennywise as one of the most iconic horror villains of all time. 3. Hannibal Lecter, The Silence of the Lambs, 1991. Anthony Hopkins' chilling portrayal of Dr. Hannibal Lecter made him a memorable and terrifying character. With his sophisticated demeanor and penchant for cannibalism, Lecter's psychological manipulation and intelligence made him an unforgettable villain. His eerie calmness and terrifying intellect created a sense of dread that lingered long after the film ended. 4. The T-800 Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991. While the T-800, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, later became a hero, in the first part of the franchise, he was a relentless killing machine. The cold, emotionless portrayal of a cyborg sent back to eliminate the future leader of the Resistance kept audiences on the edge of their seats. The idea of an unstoppable, artificial force was both thrilling and terrifying. 5. The Joker, Batman, 1989, but impactful in the early 90s. Jack Nicholson's portrayal of the Joker in Tim Burton's Batman left a significant mark on the 90s film landscape. With his maniacal laughter and unpredictable behavior, Nicholson's Joker was both charismatic and menacing. His sadistic antics and obsession with chaos embodied the essence of a truly frightening villain. 6. Annie Wilkes, Misery, 1990. Kathy Bates' Oscar-winning performance as Annie Wilkes brought Stephen King's creation to life in a truly unsettling way. As a deranged fan who takes her favorite author hostage, Annie's mood swings and violent tendencies made her a chilling presence. Her obsession with control and violent outbursts struck a chord, showcasing the dangers of fanaticism. 7. Dr. Richard Kimball, The Fugitive, 1993. While Dr. Kimball, played by Harrison Ford, is technically the protagonist, the relentless U.S. Marshal Samuel Gerard, played by Tommy Lee Jones, serves as an antagonist in pursuit of him. The intensity and determination with which Gerard hunts Kimball creates a sense of tension and fear, as he represents an unyielding force of the law. 8. The Candyman, 1992. Tony Todd's portrayal of the Candyman brought urban legends to life in a chilling way. The supernatural entity, summoned by saying his name 5 times, represented the intersection of horror and folklore. His haunting backstory and malevolent presence made him a terrifying figure that resonated with audiences long after the credits rolled. 9. Chucky, Child's Play 2, 1990. The notorious doll possessed by the spirit of a serial killer, Chucky is both terrifying and darkly comedic. His ability to manipulate and kill while maintaining a childlike appearance created a unique fear factor. The idea of a small doll committing brutal acts of violence struck fear into the hearts of viewers, making Chucky a 90s horror staple. 10. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, 1986, but iconic in the 90s. Though introduced in the 1970s, Leatherface's gruesome persona carried into the 90s. His chainsaw-wielding rampage and grotesque appearance kept audiences frightened and on edge. The sheer brutality of his character combined with the psychological horror of the original film solidified Leatherface's status as a legendary horror villain. These villains not only defined the horror genre in the 90s but also left a lasting legacy that continues to haunt our nightmares. Their terrifying presence and unforgettable performances ensured that these characters will be remembered for generations to come.